Bhavana Mahivana, Bhavana Mahivana, Bhavana Mahivana, Bhavana Mahivana, Bhavana Mahivana, Bhavana Namaskar. Welcome to the study group. So tonight's topic, we'll be discussing about the chakras. This topic is often called biopsychology, and it's covered in a book by Sri Syanamurti called Yoga Psychology. And Dada Sadhananji has also covered it very nicely on his meditation stat channel. So I encourage everyone to watch his videos. So this time we will start with a little bit of theoretical part, but then we'll go for discussing about we'll do some asanas also. I mean, you can do them if you know, if you're not too full from eating dinner or something. But I don't eat dinner, so I'm gonna at least demonstrate the asanas. Okay, so plexi and microvita. This is the discourse that I shared, and we will cover this discourse, and then we'll go into each chakra and discuss about each chakra. So let's start with just reading the first paragraphs and discussing them. So Nilima, would you like to read the first, let's say, 3 paragraphs?
Certainly. The world is moving rapidly from physicality to intellectuality. A day is sure to come when this intellectuality will be transformed into spirituality, just as the intellectual age is fast approaching. The spiritual age will also come in the very near future. There are 3 types of beings. The first are physical beings like dogs. If you call a dog an abusive name, it remains indifferent. The second are psychic beings, such as human beings. If you insult a man, he will get angry, and he may even start weeping or commit suicide. The third are spiritual beings. A time will come when there will also be many spiritual beings on this earth. For spiritual advancement, spiritual practices are a must. And in spiritual practices, the role of the chakras, or plexi, is immense. In fact, the most important aspect of the spiritual practice is chakra sadhana and chakra niyantrana, the purification and control, respectively, of the chakras.
Okay, thank you. I think I had mentioned this last time also, that one of my colleagues, Dada, he often says that in the way things are developing on this earth very fast, in the 19th century, or with the Industrial Revolution, there was an excess physical energy because some of the machines took over some of our physical activities. So then there was more scope for intellectual growth. And then now we are kind of in the age of intellectuality, but now the computers are taking over a lot of our brain work. And so then there will be surplus brain space, and then we have time to meditate. And then hopefully this surplus intellectual power will be used properly and we will ensure into the spiritual age. But I mean, having the time to meditate doesn't mean that you meditate. So we still have to hope that people will start to meditate. Now, this calling a dog an abusing name. There's I was just on a flight and I was watching a movie, and there's a dog, and he had like a collar which made him able to speak, English. And so and then one guy called him an abusive name, and then the dog was like, take that back. No, I'm not. I'm not stupid. I'm not a bad dog. Now, chakra shodhana and chakra niyantrana, those are spiritual practices that are in our system. We normally call chakra niyantrana, I think that's what we normally call tattva-dharana, which is the third lesson. And chakra shodhana is the fifth lesson. So the fifth lesson is purifying the chakras, and the third lesson is controlling the chakras. Now you notice that in Sanskrit, chakra is spelled differently than in English. In English, we spell it with an H, but in Sanskrit, the proper spelling is without the H. So C-A-K-R-A, pronunciation is chakra. In Sanskrit, you have two C's. You have cha and then you have cha, but both is pronounced as a, like a cha, not like a K. All right, so Padma, are you able to read? You want to read the next paragraph?
Dada, today I cannot see the screen very well. I don't have
okay, no problem.
either.
No problem. Then Swasti,
okay,
you
sorry.
can read.
Yeah.
You can read the next one.
What is chakra? It is a collection of glands and subglands, and the location of these glands and subglands differs from animal to animal. In humans, the chakras are situated at the intersecting points of the Ida, Sushumna, and Pingala, psychospiritual channels. In the human minds, various thoughts are constantly emerging and dissolving. Behind these psychic phenomena are the underlying vrittis, propensities, which are primarily related to the inborn samskaras, mental reactive momenta, of human beings. Propensities are formed according to one's inherent samskaras, and the expression and control of these propensities are depend upon the various chakras. The 50 main propensities of the human mind are expressed internally or externally through the vibrational expression of these chakras. These vibrations cause hormones to be secreted from the glands, and the natural or unnatural expression of the propensities depends on the degree of normal or abnormal secretion of the hormones. When these propensities can be expressed, we say that the human mind is alive because the mind exists as long as the propensities are there. When the propensities are destroyed, however, the human mind loses its existence.
Okay, thank you. It is interesting. What's a chakra? It's a collection of glands and subglands, and the location of these glands and subglands differs from animal to animal. Okay, what does that mean? It means animals also have chakras. In humans, the chakras are situated at the intersecting point of the Ita, Sushumna, and Pingala. So those are the three energy channels: Ita, Sushumna, and Pingala. So those ones, so like, let's say this is the body. Okay, I have it. Okay, okay, my hand is catchers. So like, let's say this is Muladhara Cakra, and then Svadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agya. So one of those will go like this, and the other one will go like this, and then one will go straight. So the Sushumna goes straight, the Ita and Pingala, they go like this. And so in our body, like maybe it will look opposite. I don't know how it looks on your camera actually, but okay, this is my right hand. So this is right nostril. This is my left hand and left nostril. So left nostril is connected to Ita and right nostril to Pingala. And so that's why the Pingala controls more like the physical flows of the body. And so when the Pingala is active, that's a good time for doing eating or for sleeping or doing some physical work. And when the Ita Nadi is active, it's nice time to do asanas, meditation, and psychic work. So those three channels, they are important. And the Sushumna is the middle one. So when both nostrils are active, that's a good time for sadhana. So the chakras are at the intersecting point of those, where those three meet. Now these vrittis, this is something that we need to explain. So vrittis or propensities are the way that the mind expresses. And here he is saying that the way that vrittis express is primarily related to inborn samskaras. Now the inborn samskaras, that's what you're born with. There's different types of samskaras, but the inborn samskaras are the samskaras that you are born with from past lives. And so it means that that's why you have a certain trait, you know, your mind will have a certain bent already from childhood. And of course it can change, you know, like let's say a child is abused or experiences a lot of trauma in the childhood. That will also influence the way the vrittis function. And so many people here in the US have had some traumatic experiences when they were children, and I'm sure in other countries. And so those traumatic experiences, they actually influence the way the chakras work in their body. And so certain chakras will be maybe overactive or underactive, or certain parts of the body will even become stiff due to the trauma. And so the yoga can help to release all of this in a very natural way, and meditation. Now, the propensities, they work through the hormones. And so the hormones are secreted from the glands. And the natural or unnatural expression of the propensities depends on the degree. So, so basically, like the way the propensities works depends on the way the hormones are secreted. And so Sri Shantamurti goes more into that later in this discourse. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. So now this is important also. Here, he actually gives new names to all the chakras, and this is something which is was debated amongst the Dadas and the editors for a long time. But I think this is more or less correct, what is presented here. So I'm going to read this. This is just full of Sanskrit, so I'm going to read this. The names of the different plexi in the human body and the corresponding mandalas, mandala is the areas, are as follows. Terranean plexus, terra means the earth, Muladhara Cakra, or Bhauma Mandala. And then fluidal plexus, related to fluids, liquid, is Svadhistana Cakra, or Tarala Mandala. And then igneous plexus, igneous means fire, and that's Manipur Chakra, or Agni Mandala. Agni means fire. And then comes sidereal plexus, or Anahata Chakra, and that's Nakshatra Mandala. Then solar plexus, or Vishuddha Chakra, or Saura Mandala, and lunar plexus, or Agya Chakra, or Sasi Mandala, or Chandra Mandala. Now, normally, what most people, like in common language, Anahata Chakra is regarded as the solar plexus. But in these discourses, Sri Anandamurti here explains that the chakra here at the heart is actually the one which is most influenced by the stars, and so that's why he wants to use sidereal plexus for that. And nakshatra means like stars and nebulae and galaxies and all that. So he says here, the Sanskrit word mandala means circle. The thyroid gland is called Brihaspati Granthi in Sanskrit. The Latin equivalent for Brihaspati is Jupiter. Hormone is Granthi Rasa in Sanskrit. The parathyroid gland is Brihaspati Upagranthi. The pituitary gland is Mahayogini Granthi, and the pineal gland is Sahasrara Granthi. So, okay, the chakras contain within their fold a number of glands and subglands. The seats of different propensities, each with an acoustic root. Acoustic root is something which is special to Sanskrit. And so different things, they have acoustic roots. And then he gives the chart. And so the terranean plexus or Muladhara Chakra is dharma, or psycho-spiritual longing, or va, and artha, or psychic longing, or psychophysical longing, we can say, is sha, and kama is physical longing, or sha, and then moksha, or spiritual longing, or sa, is, so these are the four longings. Now let's discuss a little bit about those four longings, and then we'll do some asanas. So we can start with kama. So kama, or physical longing, is longing for physicalities. And now our body has certain physical needs. And so the yogis, we have to be able to take proper nutritious food and sometimes not be too much influenced by what our mind wants to eat. Like we need to be able to feel what our body needs so that we can remain healthy. So like, let's say physical longing, yeah, you can eat ice cream and sweets and candy and stuff whole day, and you can think, oh, I'm going to satisfy all my physical longings and eat candy only. But that's not really going to satisfy your body. Your body is not going to be very happy about that if you eat candy all day, or if you drink Coca-Cola and, or you drink all this diet cola, which actually has a substance which make you want to drink more and thereby become more and more fat. Diet cola has some chemical which triggers you to drink more and more diet cola, and then you actually have more appetite, so you eat more and more become more and more fat, and then you want to drink more and more diet cola to diet, you know. I mean, so like, don't be tricked by all these stupid junk foods. The body needs nice food, and so the yogis need to select good food, and so we recommend the sattvic food, which means no onion, garlic, mushroom, no meat, fish, eggs, and no alcohol, tobacco, and narcotic drugs, and not overeating and not undereating. So you need to feel your body, how much your body needs, and eat accordingly. So like, if you eat too little, you can become anorexic. You know, you can become too thin and weak. If you eat too much, you become either fat or you get indigestion. So you need to have balance. So controlling this vritti is to maintain balance on the physical level, the karma, longing. And same thing, of course, like for you know, for other physical desires. Like, let's say sleep, you need a certain amount of sleep. You know, so you should sleep properly, but not sleep too little or too much. And you know, same thing with other physical desires. Okay, then psycho-physical longing, or artha. So artha also means money. So money is a psychic measurement of physical, of your, how to fulfill your physical needs. So I mean, like, let's say the US dollar, it's not really backed by anything. It's a psychic measurement of value. And so that's why now you have also Bitcoin, and you have Ether, you know, Ether coin, and all these crypto coins, which have no real value. It's just a measurement of what value you want to attach to it. So now, why do you use all these currencies? Because you want to buy something physical. And so why do we want money? Because we want something physical. So it's a psycho-physical longing. So that needs also to be balanced. You know, we need certain things, and it's natural to have a desire for physicality. Like, let's say, if you had only physical desire, you would not have any aesthetics in your diet, for example. You would just like take a piece of bread and just cut it in 4 halves and just put some butter on it and just stuff it in your mouth, you know. But if you have some aesthetics, you know, then you want to, you know, make a nice sandwich. You want to maybe have something something nice to drink with it, and so like psychophysical means you, your desire is not only physical. You also, it has a mental component to it. Now, let's say you are asking God to give you a new car and lots of money and new house and a boat and all of that. That's also psychophysical. So that's why we should not pray to God to give us physical things. We should just pray to God to take care of us. He knows what is best for us. Now, dharma is psycho-spiritual longing. So it's a longing for spirituality. This is very important, and this is called dharma. So dharma is the true nature of human beings, is to advance spiritually. So you start from your mind and you're going to the spiritual realm. For this, you require meditation, and you also require, you know, music, aesthetics, literature. So many good things can help you with your psycho-spiritual advancement. But the meditation is very, very important component of that. And now let's say you like to pray, and you pray to God, oh God, I just want to be with you, or I want to feel you in my life. Oh, guide me. You know, that's psycho-spiritual. That's a psycho-spiritual prayer. And So Baba calls the difference between, praying for something material or something like that. Baba calls it cardinal and non-cardinal prayers. Now, moksha is the last one, and moksha is pure spiritual desire. So that's the desire to become liberated. And you can only achieve it through meditation or through surrender. Like, let's say you're a very devout Muslim, or you're very devout Christian, or whatever religion you may have, and you are just like completely surrendered to God through your prayer or whatever practice you have. You can also achieve the goal through surrender. But the easiest way that we know and that we recommend is through meditation. And surrender is also part of the meditation. Okay, there are some asanas which are helpful for controlling this chakra as well as the next chakra. And I'm going to demonstrate some of those asanas today. Do you have any questions so far? No questions? Okay, must be very simple. All right. So I'm just taking this straight from Dada Diiptimanananda. He had compiled it nicely in his video. And I also know he is right. I have heard this from other sources as well. So Dirgha Pranam, Yoga Mudra, Bhujangasana, Utkat Vajrasan, Utkat Paschimottanasana, and Gomukhasan and Shalabhasan. Now the first three are the basic asanas for women. And so let's start with those. Those are easy to do. There's no restriction. Okay, I'm gonna talk this. I'm here in Annakanan in the office of the rectory. And I'm gonna scoop my camera down and stop the blur so that you can actually see what's going on here. All right. I mean, if you are not full after eating dinner or something, you can do the asana along with me. And if you just finish your dinner or you are not up to doing asana, then don't do it. It's okay. So we are now doing asanas which are good for the Muladhara and Svadhistana Cakra. So first one is Bhujangasana, or the cobra. Now for this asana, you keep the hands here close to the chest, and then you breathe in. Look up. Hold the breath 8 seconds and then go down. So it's 8 times. So breathing in. Breathing out. In. You hold the breath 8 seconds here. right? This asana is very easy, very beneficial. Then the next one is called Dirgha Pranam. This asana is also very good for second chakra and first chakra. So you breathe in, lift the hands up, and then you come down like this. And then slide forward. Hold the breath here 8 seconds. Keep breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And out. Breathing in and out. Right. And then this one is best to do it 8 times. I will do it 4 times instead. Then the next one is called Yoga Mudra. This one is also very easy. And so you first you sit nicely. And then you catch your hand behind the back. And then breathe in. And then breathe out, come forward, bending from the back. And then here you touch the forehead and the nose to the ground. Hold the breath 8 seconds and then breathe in again. So breathing in. Then breathe out, going forward. Hold the breath 8 seconds. And breathe in. Breathing in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay. Let's just do it 8 times. When you do this asana, it's a good opportunity for exercising to breathe very deeply. Okay, so these are the 3 ladies asanas. And then next on the list, I'm just going to paste this list here. I'm going to paste it in the chat group. Chat. So the next one is the Vajrasan. Okay, this one is difficult to do. I'm not very good at it. It's a bit tricky. You can actually hurt your knees on it, so you have to be very careful. So this one, okay, the easy way to do it is that you just sit like this, you know. You just place the heels like this. Now, children and some people which are very flexible, they can actually like turn their legs outwards, you know, outwards like this and sit, you know. And that's you know, that's tricky. You can actually hurt your leg on that by doing that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna hurt my knees. I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm not gonna take the risk myself. So I'm just gonna do the easy one, which is just keeping them here at the side. But then I'm gonna do the utkat. So I'm gonna actually sit down here. So, this is nice. So just lie down here and relax. Lie down and relax here. This feels really good. So that's the Utkat Vajrasan, the simple way to do it, without taking any risk on the knees. But it's a very nice stretch. You feel a nice stretch in the thighs and, you know, in hips. It's very, very good. Very, very relaxing. All right. The next one is Utkat Paschimottanasana. Utkat means difficult, so the translation of this is difficult forward bend. It's difficult to do it properly. I'm not able to do it properly, so but I'll try my best. So this one, you breathe in, then you breathe out, coming forward, and then I'm too long for the camera, and then you catch your toes here. Now you're supposed to bend from the hips, so you try to bend from here as much as possible, and then, you know, if you're flexible enough, you can actually put your, you know, I'm flexible here, but not here, you know, so my hamstrings are too stiff, so I'm not able to do it properly. But the goal here is to actually sandwich to get on together. Swasti might be able to do it properly. Swasti, are you able to do it? Yay! Yeah, okay. Swasti, you can demonstrate. Our internet has problem. Anyway, you saw she was completely down. Very nice. Oh, she's also able to do the utkat. Oh my God. Very nice, Swasti. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one a couple of times. So the main thing here is to you breathe in deeply here, and you breathe out deeply. Catch your knees, get a good hamstring stretch, hold the breath for 8 seconds. And then breathe in. And breathe out. Sorry, breathe in. Breathe out. This asana is very, very good asana. So this is 8 times, 8 seconds. Okay. Then we have Gomukhasana. So Gomukhasana is a really nice asana for first and second chakra. So this one, it's difficult for you to see when I'm wearing this longi, but I think it should be okay. So for the man, we sit on the heel, and for the women, they put the heel here on the side. Man, we sit on the heel, and then you fold your leg over like this, so that you stack the legs on top of each other, and then you make your chest straight. And this is my right leg, so my opposite left hand comes up, and then I try to catch the hands behind my back. Now I am not able to catch. I'm not able to catch them completely on this side, but I just keep my back straight. And then you just look forward for 30 seconds like that. So the Gomukhasana is especially good for this chakra. And then you change. So women put the leg here. So women keep both hips on the ground. The leg comes here on the side. So women will do it like this. And men would, like this. So that women would keep the leg here on the side, and the man can actually sit on the leg if you're flexible enough. Many men actually cannot sit on the leg. And then you kind of fold your legs over each other and raise the hands. This side are more flexible. You can easily catch. And then remain like this for 30 seconds. This asana is especially good for controlling first and second chakra. And controlling means to maintain a normal hormonal flow and control the passions related, the vrittis. So this is 4 times each side. This is I do this asana almost daily, sometimes twice a day. It's very helpful asana. Actually, I also do the twist. So I normally do either this one or the twist or both. But it's good. I'm here in Andhakanan. Some of you may know Andhakanan. Andhakanan is the place where we have the summer conference. It's a very beautiful place. This room is the rector office, so it's the office of the rector. And I'm not living here, but this room has a good internet, so I'm here today. And so in Andhakanan we have accommodation for about 100 people. And we just had a meditation step retreat here from August 16 to 20. It was really nice. We had about 9 people, and most of them were local. They were driving distance from here. And we are planning to have another retreat here in the spring. In the spring, and of course the summer conference. We are doing a lot of renovations here. We need to fix all the roofs, replace the shingles, and paint everything. So I'm doing some physical work and my normal office work. All right, so that's the Gomukhasan. Then Shalabasan. So Shalabasan is asana which, if you want to do it nicely, it's not easy. And so let me demonstrate. So it's a little bit difficult to show here, but okay, you can see me. So you put your hands here. You can put them here at the side, or you can just put them here under. That's easier. And then you breathe in and lift your legs, and keep your chin on the ground. Hold the breath 8 seconds, and then release. Again, breathing in. Hold the breath 8 seconds. And breathe out and relax. And so you're supposed to release the hand. When you're relaxing, you open your palms. And when you're in the position, you clasp your fist. So like you go like this and like this. So breathing in and breathing out. For me, it's kind of for me. It's something like this. And there are some more exercises for Muladhara Chakra that I can cover next time. There are some specific mudras and bandhas where you are like holding the anal sphincter and releasing it, and etc. So I need to a little bit revise those for myself, and I can show you next time. All right, always after you do asana, do massage. So let's do massage. Now, a typical disease of the Muladhara Chakra would be piles. Piles mean swollen or even bleeding anus. So that's a disease of the Muladhara Chakra. Or colon cancer. Constipation. Okay, so you massage also the knees and here. Good. Now we do Shavasana, corpse pose. All right. So thank you so much. and I look forward to see you next week. I'm going to stop the recording. Namaskar.